Photoshop is available for a free 30-day trial at apptune.com. Welcome everyone, this is Photoshop. I'm going to take you a quick tour around the interface. We're going up to the top and I see Photoshop, File, Edit, Image, Layer, Select, Filter, View, Window, Help. That's not too bad. And we're going to go down the palettes. We have all these palettes we can have, color, history, but the main one is layer palettes. And that's the one that scares most people about Photoshop. What is a layer? It's just like a piece of paper. You can have as many pieces of paper as you want, and they're all see-through. So let's make a document right now. We're going to go up, and here's the toolbar real quick, and that's it. That's all Photoshop is. I'm going to make it real simple for you. And we're going to go to File, New, and it's going to give you an option of how big you want the paper to be. And right now it's set to 640 by 480, and you have all different kinds of options. 2 by 3, 4 by 6, and so on. So let's go 5 by 7, and we're going to name this Pick and hit OK. Now see, the resolution is 300, and that's pixels per inch. Now what is a pixel? That's why I have this photograph open right now. If we go to the toolbar and I go down to, this is the, if you hover over it, it'll give you the name of it usually. Oh, wait a minute, we have to make that new document. Okay, I'm going to slide that document down away, and now we're going to go, just click on the picture that activates that picture right there. We're going to go to this, that's the zoom tool, that's what I wanted to see. And we're just going to go over here to this picture and start zooming in. If we choose a zoom tool, that would be nice. Zoom tool. And there we go. We're going in. We're going into the window. There, it's starting to see, maybe there's a pixel. See the squares? The squares, it's just a square of light. That is a digital image, and these are pixels. And when you blow the pixels up, that's all it'll blow up to. But that's all this is just one square of light. And when you combine them together, there's so many of them that it really makes a nice picture. A very accurate picture too. So, there we go. So that is a pixel. I just wanted to go over that real quick. So we're going to close this. We're on a new file or a new document. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to show you the page. There's the 5 by 7, and I moved these palettes over so you could actually see everything. I'm going to slide them out of the way. I can see them, but you can't. And there's our 5 by 7 oh, I guess you can see them. There's our 5 by 7 document, and we are going to go to the first one. It's the marquee tool. Let me zoom into that. There, the very first one, and we're going to draw on here a circle. There's the circle, okay? And we're going to let go. Now that is selecting an area on the document, and we're going to see the color. I'm going to tap on this color twice, and it's going to bring up a color dialog box. And this is kind of neat here. You just choose your color. There's blue. I like blue. Hit OK. I'm kind of looking through the camera as I'm doing this. Anyway, the keyboard shortcut for fill is Option Delete, and I believe that's on a Mac, and on a PC I believe it's Alt Delete. Just let me know. So there we go, and Command or Control for a PC, Command D gets rid of the little selection. So there we go. We drew a circle in Photoshop. And why are the edges fuzzy? Well, there's a little feather, there it is, feather, 5 pixels. That's why. The edges are feathered out. And so there's our first, and let's see what else we can do. Let's go to the colors again and get them back to their default, which if you press D, it'll go to black and white. And if you press X, it will flip them. And when you go to the gradient tool, you can see that now the gradient is shown up here in that little bar. There we go. And we're going to draw a little gradient on this to kind of give it a 3D effect. Boom. And there we go. There's our first sphere in Photoshop. And remember I said you could, put anything on these layers. Well, let's add a layer, because this is on the bottom layer. And if we add a layer down here, there's another layer, and I want to fill this with the background, let's say, of black. And if you see over here, remember we switched the default to white on top and black on the bottom. If we go X again, it'll flip it back around. And I like the keyboard shortcuts. You could click on that little arrow there, but the keyboard shortcuts are going to save you so much time. And we're going to fill that layer, that new layer that's selected in blue, we're going to fill it with black. So that would be Option Delete or Alt Delete. And look, it covered up the ball we made. Uh-oh. So there it is. It's covering up. It's on top. That piece of paper, as we're looking straight down through the pieces of paper, the black is covering the ball. So let's switch the order. If you just grab this and drag it down, now it puts the black on the bottom, and there's our ball. And you can actually see a little bit of flaw in our ball with the gradient. We made it, it was a little bit big, and it's kind of going over. So let's, what should we do here? We're on that. Let's make it a lighter background. And I double clicked on that, and it brought in the color dialog box. Let's make it like a yellow. Choose up here, yellow. Okay. And let's try to fill it again. And we're going to go Command Delete, and there's white. That, there's a fill of white. Command Delete, and Option Delete would fill it with yellow. Let's see what that looks like. Option Delete, yellow. That's not too bad. Then you can't see that gradient. But anyway, there you go. That's your first lesson in Photoshop. We'll adjust images later. Thanks for coming by, and you can view these movies too on Aptoon.com. Thanks a lot, everyone. Photoshop is available for a free 30-day trial at Aptoon.com.